I don't know what, because she's like,
Hey, Dr. Grandma. We're just hanging out here in Lancaster today. I just got this awesome sandwich. And I'm eating it right now, so I can't really talk. Hi, crying in the dark. Hi, Carl Burton. Hello, hello. Nut Park, hello. We're in downtown Lancaster. It's a Saturday. Hi, silly for him. Hello, Jerry. How you doing, Jerry? Yeah, bye. Came down here looking for the HAMASSHOLES protest, and I'm not finding it. But what I am finding is a very vibrant downtown scene with excellent food everywhere, happy people everywhere, and no screamers. So I think I'll finish this sandwich. I got a bunch of memes to show you all today. We're gonna stream for an hour or two. And maybe the HAMASSHOLES will wake up soon and get out here to their protest. But I don't know. I think opposition has been squashed here. Doing good, Jerry. I just got back from Freedom Corner I made it there for 2 vigils. It was an awesome, awesome time. Seeing Mickey and Nicole and Tammy and Dwight and Lily and Katie and Roger and Sherry. And several other people I did not get the chance to meet who are also politically persecuted through the abortion issues. They had somebody that was recently arrested. They were in court for another trial. Several more J6ers were arrested this week. Yeah, Carol, no doubt. You can find them everywhere. Yes, Soup Mama on the scene. Elaine Miller, thank you. I was just watching her stream not long ago. They're on a convoy. Spreading awareness. Rigged elections still. Oh, right on, Jerry. You're gonna check out the prison right there. And you got one J6er in there, did a little investigating, I suppose. Awesome, man. Hey, Ferg. Yeah, we got Ferg. It's a Canadian-U.S. convoy going on Soup Mama's channel right now. I think it's a one-day event.
yep. He's not down there though.
Oh man, Pathfinder was without internet for 7 days. I hope you didn't have to watch mainstream media. So yeah, man, we got a very, very vibrant scene going on here. The restaurants are full. The market right ahead. This is called Central Market. All kinds of vendors in there. I walked you through there the other day. I was just in there. I got a nice, really good sandwich, man. I don't know, it's half eaten. I don't know if I should show it to you. Oh wow, Jerry, you got Stuart Rhodes in the prison near you? Stuart Rhodes is a hero, man. That guy is a super genius American patriot. Got 18 years for a bunch of scary words, is what the whole thing is in a nutshell. While Stuart Rhodes was on trial in Washington, D.C., the J6 Commission was going on. They were right on mainstream TV, prime time, with a Hollywood producer, teleprompters, telling everybody that the J6ers were insurrectionists while Stuart Rhodes was on trial. Compare that to the gag order they just placed on Trump. He's not even allowed to talk about the trial.
Honey, we're not
Oh,
over there.
Pathfinder, right on. No TV. All right, you're in a safe zone. Well, maybe we'll take a zip through there back to the zone where I heard the HAMASSHOLES were congregating. There you go. Silly for him with a link, man. 7 more pro-life activists sentenced to prison for protesting a late-term abortion clinic. I think late-term abortion clinic is an awfully friendly term for what really happened there. So it isn't just J6ers patriots. It isn't just abortion clinic people. It's the press. We got Julian Assange. We got Edward Snowden. Stephen Baker, I believe, is his name. Was at J6. He's been charged. Yeah, crying in the dark. I did hear that Trump is doing a rally in the Bronx. That is outstanding. I don't know how he does it, man. Where does Trump get his energy? Right on. Throw that gauntlet down, man. Throw it down, Trump. Demands Biden prove his fitness with a pre-debate drug test. I heard someone suggest that, but I didn't hear that that's actually a requirement. Jerry, go ahead and contact the prison. Let them know what you're thinking. That's what we did at Lewisburg. Avoid the trouble ahead of time. There's got to be a public zone there. There's got to be a spot you can film it from. I would go ahead and contact the jail and tell them what you're intending to do in a polite way. Trump is the man. You go, Jerry. If you can get that rolling, that would be spectacular. I thought Stuart Rhodes was out in like Nevada or something. 18 years he got, man. Unbelievable. For scary words.
Okay. Did you all have enough sugar? Did you all have enough sugar?
Yeah, but I think it's like because the quality is like much better.
Whoa, what is this silly crap? New published records show FBI was instructed to stand down the day before January 6th. After targeted individuals from a group they had infiltrated decided not to come to DC. Interesting. So I think what we're seeing here, America, is how it works. How they come out with a gigantic lie, tell the whole country that on their propaganda channels on TV, and then it takes 3-4 years for the whole thing to work out in court. We get victories in court, but nobody's there to report it. Gateway Pundit putting out the relevant information. I was just hanging out with Roger, 1791 Stormtrooper, and he likes the news source called the Daily Mail. I would suppose I would take his word for it. I don't check it out much. I see small things from them every once in a while. Okay, Jerry Robertson says FCI Federal Correctional Institute in Cumberland, Maryland. And that's where your Stewart Rhodes is. I wonder if he's the only one there. Belinda, he must get his energy from God. How else can you explain it? I got home at I don't know, midnight last night, and Trump had a speech already on a Friday night. And where was he last night? Michigan, I think, or Minnesota. Minnesota. I saw a clip on there. You know how friendly Minnesota is to right wingers. And Trump was just ripping on the people who put the stage together. I guess the podium was falling over or something. I didn't even get a chance to watch it yet. Hey, third of its kind, hello. Hey, third, man, I was wondering if Jeffrey's going to go do that Bronx Trump rally. That would be super cool. Freedom Jeffrey on YouTube. Well, right on, Jerry. Good luck. Godspeed. Yeah, in that park, I miss Freedom Jeffrey too, man. We all got to get to work sooner or later, though, and he had a run there for a while. It was awesome meeting him. What a patriot he is. Okay, Lou. Funny name you got there. How vulgar can you be, buddy? There is some mouse protesters in Lancaster.
Great again.
Oh, okay, third. I see. Short notice. Yeah, it's like, what, next Thursday or something? I just wrote it down on the calendar. I heard Jesse Waters on Fox said something about it. It's on a Thursday. I don't know if it's next Thursday or the next second Thursday from now. So Jeffrey won't be able to make it. Third of its kind is driving to New York City that day. Can't take public transportation on short notice. To get there a day earlier to go to the rally. Oh man, that would be something to see though. But I'm sure there's going to be boots on the ground live streaming that. We got an army of live streamers now. Support your live streamers, folks. They're the ones bringing you the news. I think we should let the New Yorkers show up for that one, Brooke. Right? Okay, here we have more media under persecution. Son of Media Research Center, Brent Basel, sentenced to 4 years in prison for protesting on January 6th. Are you having fun? Loose. This is what you do for fun on a Saturday, bud. You're pathetic. On display. There is a lot going on right now, Patriots. And I'm almost done with this sandwich and we'll get into it. I hope you can't hear me mowing down on this sandwich back here, but it is good. It was warm beef, grilled onions, blue cheese, and mushrooms. All right, Oreo may get up there. That would be awesome. Put information in here, Chad, if you got it. That's what we're here for. Thank you, Mindo. God bless you too for being in the battle here, not being in a coma like 99.95% of the rest of America is. Waiting for them to be next. Going after the school boards, they're going after people who volunteer for election work, they're going after, I don't know if you heard last night, but Nicole and I were having a discussion at the beginning of the vigil. You can hear it on Stormtroopers' live stream from last night, but Nicole Reffitt has become a DC resident, and she is trying to get involved with the election there. So she's in the process of going through classes, and she had some shocking information, man. And one of the pieces I found, just odd was that you don't even have to be a registered voter in DC, I don't know if this is everywhere, to work the elections or to be a poll watcher. So that would technically mean that we could have the illegals working our polls. That was the immediate jump to conclusion that I had in my mind about that. So yeah, Nicole became a DC resident and registered as a Republican, no less. Hey there, Julius.
It's over there on that street on Prince, so we could just keep going straight and then turn because there's really no sidewalk.
I don't want to like separate your group.
It's all good.
The doggy wants a drink. The dispensing company. Yeah, Julius, I was just saying earlier, this is one vibrant downtown scene here right now. things like Drag Queen Story Hour and Hamas protests cut into this. So I hope our leaders here are doing what needs to be done about it. There's been quite a flap, a lingering flap from the Drag Queen Story Hour debacle that happened here. We had 2 police dogs that scented out a suspicious package in the library, and that canceled the event technically. The package turned out to be coloring books and crayons from the Department of Agriculture, no less. So, an odd thing at a library, wouldn't you say? And then there was a bomb threat called in, and it was odd that 2 police dogs triggered on the same package. And then there was a bomb threat called in, which apparently they're saying came in from out of the country somewhere, and they haven't been able to identify yet where that came from. Yeah, thanks, Silly, for sharing these sites. We all need to know where we can get good information from. So many towns I've been in don't have this going on in their downtown area, man. Lancaster is a very lucky city to have this going on like this. Yeah, crying in the dark. They weren't very accurate, or something. But what it did is it disrupted this vibrant town for that day. It was a rainy day, granted, but there was a big event going on here at the time. A lot of people left Lancaster, left that event, after it was over, with a sour taste in their mouth, all because of a Drag Queen Story Hour. And our newspaper, which is, I think, publicly funded, I'm still hunting down that, just continues to bash the Republican committee people who spoke out against it. Amen, Birdie to tweet. God will take care of this soon. He is a cheers up here. I believe that too. Or God's going to lay out a plan on what we're supposed to do. There's not very many of us that are clued in to what's going on. And we're all hurting, by the way. We're all old people with all kinds of health problems and stuff. But hey, man, does that not make you rely on God even more? I pray for you guys every night, every day. All the Patriots, Freedom Corner, J6ers, their families, their children. No fooling crying in the dark. Did you do a little digging? BlackRock owns a bunch of shares in Lancaster Online. Okay, so Lancaster Online, I think they were going out of business, and they donated the company to the public radio station, is the way I understand it. So that would mean government money is winding up in their pockets somehow to put out propaganda. And it is propaganda what they're putting out here, right in this little town. Yeah, prayers for you, Julius, every day. I hope you all are praying for all of us too. That is our power. God has put these tools within our hands. I have no idea how to operate a YouTube channel, yet here I am. All right, BlackRock is a publicly traded company, so it's an easy dig. BlackRock is the enemy, no doubt about it. Are they not like the biggest investment firm or whatever you call it? Yeah, Agenda 2030 is here and in full swing. And it ain't 2030 yet, so. But everything they predicted they wanted, they're doing and they're getting. All right, I just cannot believe how vibrant it is down here right now. Let's take a walk. There we go. I forgot my reading glasses. I can't see very well, but I'll try to keep up with you guys here. So first of all right, let me get off of Zoom. All right, I'm not zoomed in. I mean, we got people coming in from this direction down here. People walking up from this direction down here. We got parking all over the place. They did a really good job of creating parking all over town. So parking is easy. It costs a little bit of money, but it ain't like DC or Philly where it's 20 or 30 bucks a day. And look at this, we got trash cans. How about that? We can throw our trash away in this town. And in the meantime, we got DC sweeping up homeless camps down in DC. Check out Penguin 6 from yesterday. Just giving them notice and plowing down all their tents, all their belongings, throwing them in trash trucks. We got a nice alleyway right here. They shut it down. We got restaurants up and down this row here. This is Central Market. We'll take a walk. Let's take a walk through Central Market. We'll just go out the other side. Oh, thank you, Belinda. I had to come home last night. I'll be back though. Yeah, they need bigger trash cans in DC. We got businesses up and down here. Right here, at the very corner there. All downtown space being used, making money for the city. Protested Penn State last night. What's going on at our colleges? Let them go, let them go. They're yelling FJB, aren't they? All right, this is Central Market in Lancaster. Look at these beautiful flowers. It's gorgeous. got snapdragons right here. Chrysanthemums. Yeah, Penn State is up north of here about 3 hours. Look at this beautiful building this is in. This building is hundreds of years old. Alright, go check out Gateway Fund. The prison pen pal of Michael Cohen. That was their best bet. Over here we got a little cactus card. Oh yeah, Cora, just wait, there's candy. There's candy. Coffee shop. We got fresh vegetables. All right, Julius. Stand up, Chicago. Hey, Greg Kelly, how's it going, man? Thanks for leaving them comments, dude. We need to have dialogues. No doubt. Get ready, Cora. Or, Cleo. Here we go. To the candy prowl. Fitskis. Look at all the candy. All right, having a cup of tea. A little tea and a little 00 Jericho. Yeah, Trump's coming out again. Everything he does, man, it's just amazing. He keeps going. We got some retro candies in here, Cleo. I don't even remember these. We've got tappies. We've got jellies. Fruits. Circus peanuts. Oh, another shelf back there. I wonder if they got candy cigarettes. Yes, here's candies. Counter, right? Toxic grab. You might want to shut your eyes here. You're gaining weight. Just look at this. Man, they're telling me they're gaining weight just looking at all this candy. Dinosaurs. that licorice movies. Bunnies. Demon's Gum. Haven't seen that in a long time. Oh, you don't like licorice?
Candy that they used to make and all from the grocery.
All homemade.
I can't stay, man. They always come in, hey, what you need? I'm like, I have to, I can't stay.
All right, have a good weekend.
I thought I see Jeff.
Tuesday. Yeah.
We didn't find a goby. I wonder if there's an Asian market downtown.
Any strawberries left?
No, our there's some.
I think it's getting on closing time in here. So this is what closing time looks like here.
There's plenty of educate people on how to manage money.
Most of these are locally owned businesses coming to downtown. Oh yeah, Greg, you saw the pasta stand. Fresh pasta. Julius, you should be visiting those markets, man. Those are your people. Those are your people. Country Meadow Farms, grass-fed beef. All right, that was just one row, Patriots, one row. There's 5 aisles here. I just want to show you where I got that really good sandwich, man.
They're all frugal. I can have another
Right here. Farm to Table Creations, man. That was an awesome sandwich. Look at all this meat they got.
So the rest of my job, I don't run, so they're more expensive.
Well, it is lunchtime, Suey. some cheese.
Already had debrief. Big bloody Mary.
I know, Greg. I can't buy a bunch of stuff here because I'd have to carry it around then for the rest of the live stream. Kill me. Oh, strawberry pie. I don't know. Do you guys know about whoopie pies? Lancaster icon, whoopie pies. Yeah, I'll have to bring a backpack next time.
We'll probably start a little early today.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
My name is Beth.
Beth?
Yep. Nice to meet you.
Oliver.
Oliver. Oh, okay. Awesome. Nice to meet you.
We survived. We didn't spend $100. Central Market, if you're ever in Lancaster, find out when it's open and get down here and have some good food. This building is gorgeous. It's hundreds of years old. Somewhere there's a plaque on this building that tells you all about it. Julius, there was a couple in there. They don't like getting filmed though, and I kind of respect that. The flower shop was run by an Amish guy. That meat market was an Amish guy. They just don't want to be on camera. Yeah, a lot of people, silly, that I know that cook, that like to cook, that work in restaurants all their lives and stuff, they love to cook. They've shopped here twice a week. No, this was built as a market. going then. Fanuli Market in Boston. I think I was there, silly. So this was erected in 1889, it says. That plaque right there says. Alright, Meg Warrior's got her back. Awesome. Let's look at the detail and the construction on these places. It's gorgeous, man. And still in good shape. For the most part. Need a little bit of repointing work here, but all to be done in due time instead of waiting for it to collapse and then do it. Yeah, I'm confused, Cindy. Why are you here? That's what I'm confused about. There's channels where you can leave snide comments, and they enjoy it. You should go there. Getting demolished in Las Vegas. Yeah, Cindy, we had protesters here for 12 weeks in a row. And that was 3 Saturdays ago that I heard about it. I have not been able to find them down here since then. And right here is where they were protesting. Yeah, maybe the funding stopped. Good point, Will. They ran out of money. All George Soros' money is gone. An interesting link, silly. That's where the supposedly 50-something people died at that concert. The guy was shooting out of that hotel. Broke the windows out, was shooting out of the windows. So right here, this is called Penn Square in Lancaster. This has been the spot where the Hamas protesters were meeting. As you can see, they are not here. always up to something there in Las Vegas. They built that big eyeball place. That was weird. I think they're gonna do like mass hypnotism rituals in that thing. Okay, Toby Maltz, Lou Valentino. He's going to be a live streamer at the Trump rally. All right, awesome. I'm pretty sure I get all my Trump stuff off of Right Side Broadcasting, man. They have been with Trump from the get-go back in late 2015. Been a couple other guys I've been watching in New York also. They don't do a whole lot of talking. They just been showing what types of protests were going on there and stuff. They got a couple of hundred people in their chats while it's going. So they're doing a good job, man. Mainstream media is asleep at the wheel. Yeah, Julius, everyone wants to know what they gave FJB for that State of the Union address. It didn't last very long. That remains to be seen, Tammy Green. Will there really be a debate? I wonder what the Vegas odds are that FJB gets replaced. All right, I got some good COVID information for you. Gruesome. I don't know. I think it's going to be Big Mike. Chairman Powell's been diagnosed with COVID. Unbelievable. Okay, so here's some info I got from the National Institute of Health, NIH. NIH has just admitted in one of the congressional hearings, and I verified this with Nicole last night, that They admit the taxpayers funded the gain of function research in Wuhan Institute. His name was Dr. Tabak, T-A-B-A-K. You can look that up. What we've been saying from the get-go, they tried to tell us it was bat soup. They tried to tell us it was contagious as hell. You had to get a shot to keep your job. You had to wear a mask. You had to separate by 6 feet. Every one of these restaurants down here, they made them put plastic partitions up between the seats. One cool thing was outdoor dining became cool again. And that has actually still continued to happen in the summertime months here in Lancaster. But anyways, that was one little small great thing that happened. Another thing was out on the Reese report, which I find it on InfoWars. Turbo Cummins has been doing clips of InfoWars, and I actually saw this on Turbo's channel on Rumble. Greg Reese did a report about a doctor was just going through the rundown of how much money they make on vaccines. Doctors get incentive payments for a percentage of their patients that they vaccinate, especially pediatric doctors. This was a pediatric doctor, a doctor with yeah, lots of rules there, Greg. Lots of rules, man. It's foolishness. But anyways, this doctor said that they're looking for 80% vaccination rates from these pediatricians. And this particular doctor, was one that was not pushing the vaccinations because he knew the health risks of it. So most of his patients were not getting vaccinated, and then he started doing a calculation. So they lose money in like 2 and 3 and 4 different ways. They don't get the incentive. There's a fee that they get for every vaccination that they put out. And then there's a performance rating that they're given if they hit certain percentage marks. And if you don't hit those percentage marks, that can decrease the rest of the payments that you get for all other procedures in your practice by 15%. This doctor also had information about SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome. 97% of SIDS deaths were within 10 days of a vaccine. And this is information that he said that they've known about for decades now. 70 to 90% of the SIDS deaths occurred within 7 days of a vaccine. Not one government agency is looking into this information. These vaccinations are poison, people. There was another gal this morning I saw where they gave, oh man, what was it? They gave them sugar pills. I can't remember the detail. I won't spread that around because I don't remember the details of it. But sugar pills are more deadly than ivermectin. Ivermectin is the second safest drug ever invented and utilized in the world, only to penicillin, okay? There have been over 3 billion doses of ivermectin given out to people since its inception, and it is not horse dewormer, which is what every mainstream media told us that it was, right? So the garbage that we're getting on mainstream news, I'm just sick of seeing even clips of CNN and Fox on any of the shows I watch. I don't even care what they're saying. They are just proven liars that it's a waste of time to even listen to what they're saying. The only reason to listen to what they're saying is to find out what's coming next, what they're ignoring, you know? Sweden never closed down their schools and no kids got sick. The Amish are right here. Oh man, I got some good memes. Hold on. Where's that Amish meme? Give me a minute here.
So you sure we didn't stay like on this?
All right, here, I got a bunch of memes pertaining to the COVID, man. There we go. This is what happened here in Lancaster. Why isn't COVID affecting you people? They don't have TV. Well, that, Greg, it seems like that was a more rational way to approach that whole problem, don't you? The approaches that we're taking to these problems are irrational, illogical. All right, we're starting to get a little bit of rain here. I'm going to move under a tree. Here's how we interact. I'm tired of listening to their garbage and having to act like we actually even believe it. Yeah, what happened to the flu that year? 0.0015% of normal flu cases happened the same year COVID happened. And when you compare how many cases of flu actually happened in the years prior and since, the COVID was actually a low flu year. The tests that they were using on the to determine the deadly drug that was so deadly, or the deadly sickness that was so deadly, you had to get tested to find out if you had it. The tests, you can make any one of them turn positive by just how many times you ran it through the centrifuge. And I'm not a doctor, so don't take any of my advice for it. All I'm doing is telling you what I've seen, news I've heard, investigation, science that I've read, But this information about the SIDS deaths is outrageous, man. I don't know how many people I know that have children with vaccine injuries that they are now calling autism, ADHD, ADD, a slew of other diagnoses now in our children ever since the use of vaccines has exploded. It's about time some real doctors take a look at this. Wow, imagine that, Julius. Thank God they didn't put you on remdesivir and put you on a ventilator. That was a death sentence. Just use of the drug remdesivir has a 50% kill rate. All right, let me see if I got any more COVID memes. I got a slew of memes, people. There's been some great memes coming out lately. Well, out at Freedom Corner, we've had Michael Olivares has been giving us some pretty good health advice out there, man. He was telling us about the benefits of apple cider vinegar. He clued me in on the baking soda thing, where Arm & Hammer baking soda is not pure baking soda. You got to get like some type of organic baking soda. Arm & Hammer, the company, the corporation, the New World Order people. Don't spend your money with them. Hey, Glory B. All right, everything's mailed. Heading out. I missed you, Glory B. I was out of Freedom Corner for 2 nights, but I came home last night. That picture just makes me happy. This is what we went through. Never forget the stupidity that they put us through for that. Never forget it. And everyone's trying now to say they're going to pull a new pandemic out, but I don't think so. I don't think so. Oh, there you go, Tammy Green. Bob's Red Mill baking soda and flour. Bob's Red Mill makes oatmeal, all kinds of good food. Right, that's what he said. Way to go, Tammy Green. Thank you. Never forget the stupidity, people. Nobody was out driving around during that period of time, man. And this is what they were making us do. And right here is what we do at Freedom Corner. All right, we got lies about the mumps vax coming out. All right, Beverly. Yeah, get some screenshots if you can. I'll try to line them up real good so you can use them. This is what's going on at Freedom Corner, Patriots. We're giving these guys a voice. We're on a letter writing campaign. If there's nothing you can do other than write these guys letters, the importance of that is huge. There's also a way to communicate with these guys via texts. You have to sign up for an app, and then they get an app, and then they have to send. There's a way to line it up so that you can actually text message with these guys, and it does cost them a little bit of money, not as much as mailing letters though. And this is what we should be doing, Patriots. Getting these guys, they're getting their voice out there so that they can tell us like what's going on in there. Peter Navarro just wrote an article, was in the Washington Post last week, about the conditions in the Florida prison that he is in. He is finding atrocities going on in there, left and right. And he actually wrote an article, and unbelievably, Washington Post printed it. When all is exposed, 98% of Washington will fall. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. That's how rooted this problem is. All right, Tammy Green, that's right. Bird flu, be ready for it. $10 now, $10 a dozen eggs. No chicken. They're going to wipe out our chicken. They're going to wipe out our food supply is what I think they're going to do. It's not going to be a pandemic. The animals are going to get the pandemic, and they're going to say we have to kill the animals for your safety and wipe out our food. It's genius for if you're a diabolical evil person. This is where they want us. They want us to just disconnect, just not care anymore, because the more you find out, the worse and crazier it gets. And that does two things. That makes you sound crazy to ignorant people who don't do any investigations on anything. And it gets you to start thinking you are crazy, and to just disconnect and forget about it and let the government take control. Everything will be fine, which is the furthest thing from the truth that could possibly be. There's been many bird flus before, Greg, and they did wipe out millions of poultry, of chicken and turkeys. We got chicken houses that are 3 football fields long here in Lancaster, man. They came in and killed literally millions of chickens in Pennsylvania. And nobody batted an eye. Garlic, possible antiviral to the avian flu. Garlic pills. You don't even got to eat garlic. You can get garlic pills, and it works wonders. Onions works great. Oregano works great. All these things that God delivered to us cure us of sickness. Juice up our immune system to fight off these sicknesses. But we're never taught this in school. And by the time you get out of school, you're so sick of learning because they make it suck so bad that you don't want to learn anything anymore. It took me, 25 years after getting out of high school to realize that I love to learn. Yeah, 15 impressive herbs with antiviral activity. Check it out. Tons and tons of stuff on YouTube about this. And the use of just medicinal plants that you don't even got to plant a garden for. They grow as weeds. You can go find them. Find out where to collect them, how to collect them. That's a whole nother form of knowledge that you need to know. When do you cut this plant down to get the best benefits from it? How do you dry it and store it for future use? Like asparagus, man, you cut down the sprouts and it's delicious, but you don't want to cut it down after it grows a seed head because it's not delicious and it's all tough. Awesome, Beverly. So your friend is sitting pretty over there, and so are all her neighbors when they start, butchering all the chickens. And then they're going to try to come to her farm. And you better be, it's time to defend your chicken farm at that point. Another herb with a T is very good for inflammation. Oh, I should know this. Turmeric. Hey, Jay Jones. Jay Jones, another famous forager. Turmeric, yeah. Now, turmeric's got a little thing that not many people know about, that you got to eat it with pepper, just black pepper. allows your body to absorb it, utilize it even better. So there's a really good hot drink you can make with milk. You steam some milk, put some turmeric in it, throw a little black pepper in there and a shot of coconut oil. It's a really popular drink over in India. And here's what the brainwashing is going on. Right here in our hometown at the hospital, there's a big sign out in front that says heroes work here. Yet. Turmeric and ginger too, yes, blends really well together. Melon juice, yeah. The more you know, the more secure you are, the more ammunition you have to fight an illness that you get right when you get it. So many people have gotten diagnosed with cancer. After years of a chronic situation, they finally go to the doctor, get diagnosed with cancer, and then they go, well, the radiologist could see you in 7 months. So during that 7 months, these people just sit around and twiddle their thumbs, and they're worried, and they don't know what to do. Where if they just started watching YouTube videos, there's a plant, you can go out in your backyard, cut it down, make tea out of it, and start that night fighting against this cancer. All cancers are parasites. I've heard many doctors say that. Cinnamon's a good one. Yes, nutmeg, clove. You ever have a toothache? Put a clove on it. It goes away immediately. You don't got to go get, Novocaine shots. You don't got to buy that stuff at CVS. Just get a clove out of the spice jar and put it right where it hurts. And in 20 minutes, it doesn't hurt anymore. And this is the situation a lot of our healthcare workers are in. So many of our healthcare workers left the business. They were forced out because they didn't take the vaccinations. They didn't want to go through the protocol. They got tired of the lies that they were seeing. So the only ones that are left are all being stroked. They're all being told that they're heroes. And it's easier to tell yourself you're a hero than it is to realize you've been complicit in the biggest fraud in history. Julius, start watching diabetic videos on YouTube, man. Diabetes is a curable condition. If you don't get on it, you're gonna lose your circulation, all kinds of bad things happen, and those are actually the things that kill you. Please, Julius, look into it. There are things that you can try to do tonight. And most of the things that you try, when you learn them about the medicinal plants, is immediate. It's immediate relief from whatever your condition is. Tucker Carlson just did a great interview with Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers quarterback. And Aaron Rodgers is all over the medicinal plants usage. Nobody lives forever, though. I mean, that isn't a newsflash, right, people? We all die. Nobody gets out of here alive. So why do we all fear it so much? Okay, you might want to avert your eyes. Got some crazy memes here. Here's a perfect example of the difference between a good father can make in a child's life. Right there. And thank God President Trump was able to go to Barron's graduation. That court in New York, they didn't care if he was there. They tried to make it impossible for him to be there. I don't know how he ended up getting there, but he did it, and he was there. And who is this scumbag sitting there in a jockstrap and a red scarf? Aloe. Aloe is such a great product for your stomach. I know they say it's good for your skin, and I prefer coconut oil on my skin. But drinkable aloe is so good for your stomach. And sometimes your problem may not be what you logically think it is. A lot of your problems are digestive problems, and you're not able to digest and process the correct nutrients in order to remedy or boost your immune system to fight whatever symptoms you're having. All right, there's Aaron Rodgers. This is a 2-hour interview. But it is really, really good. Tucker's been giving some great interviews lately. Tucker is one of the candidates for vice president. Hi, Gloria Stump. All right, we'll get rid of that for you. Sorry I showed that for so long. Ghislaine Maxwell. Her customers are still running this shit show, man. Yeah, Jay. Jay Jones, he's learning too, man. We're all learning here. We're learning together. And there's this. Cocaine was found at the Capitol now. Police investigating the drug found in a highly trafficked area months after Baggy was delivered. Months! It took months till we heard about this. Don't do cocaine, folks. There's fentanyl in it now. Several people I know have died. Consider this, the only CIA officer in prison for the torture program is the whistleblower who exposed it. Why do we let these government agencies go after the whistleblowers? Did you see how the FBI whistleblowers were treated 6 or 8 months ago? After the FBI got done with them, they testified. Nothing's ever become of that. Edward Snowden in exile in Russia. Julian Assange. All he did was expose lies. We got a problem in America, and we got to join together. And without this corrupt government, we could spend trillions in our cities instead of trillions bombing their cities. We could have streets of gold, patriots. We could have free education centers. We could have nature centers. We could have bike paths. We could have so much stuff if we weren't sending all that money over to Ukraine to fight some kind of war that we all had to get talked into. Amen, Gloria Stump. You are a trooper. Gloria Stump. Activated Patriot. OPC3 is all your dark berries. Raspberry leaves for childbirth is an awesome thing. It makes your whole childbirth go easy. All right, silly for him with the link. Okay, I saw this one. This one rung true for me this morning. I wanted to believe, but then the government said they were real. You think the government will ever come out and say Jesus was a real guy? I doubt it. That's the one thing they will never admit. Oh yeah, Tammy. The Butker guy. I don't know who he is because I don't watch football, but yeah, famous football guy came out and gave a nice, rousing speech about family values, and they attacked him. And in the same time, the video breaks out of P. Diddy beating up his girlfriend in a bath towel. I mean, when do we stop the nuttiness, the insanity? Cut the cable now. Go watch a kids' football game and get rid of these pro sports, man. They got men playing the women's basketball league. He's a kicker for the Chiefs. I mean, I haven't watched a football game in I don't know how long. Years and years. Definitely haven't watched any of it since COVID. Basketball, football, baseball, hockey. I've lost my desire for it. Wow, and Kansas City agreed with him. All right, here's Joe Biden's doctor. Yeah, Booker's right. Families are our power in this country. Children are our future in this country. Anything they tell you that causes you not to breed is something they're utilizing against those powers, against that prosperity. Jay, did you do a flag wave today? And MAGA Warriors, did you guys do a flag wave today? I don't know if some of you are late to the chat today. Soup Mama was live earlier, about an hour and a half ago, in a convoy up in, I think it goes from Canada to New York. All right, tons of honks and waves. Awesome. Bug eaters, that's not true. Nobody is saying that whatsoever. And careful what you say. You can bring into existence things with your words. It's just another set of circumstances that God has given you to see how you're going to deal with what you got there. All right, Trooper and Sherry's got the picks. We'll see them tonight at Freedom Corner then. Of Jay Jones's flag wave. Awesome. And I'm pretty sure MAGA Warriors did a flag wave somewhere. They said they were going to be north of Pittsburgh this weekend. Ah, Julius, man, I think sometimes they like to cause pain. All right, another corrupt diversity manager. Oh, did you guys hear what Biden said about the diversity stuff, the DEI? Biden's he's worried, man. Biden is worried. He's losing the black vote, whatever. So what does he say? He's going to come out and legalize weed, and he's going to save DEI. And he thinks like all the black people are going to flock to him because of that. Here we go. Who are we voting for? How are we supposed to know who we're voting for with all these secrets? GE, Shell, Goldman Sachs, Pfizer, Verizon. Enemies of the people, enemies of the country. All right, Julius, right now, you can go out in your backyard and get plantain leaves. Plantain. They look like dandelions. They have a linear vein that goes in the leaf. It goes from the stem to the tip of the leaf. Those are plantain leaves. They're excellent for any type of wound, injury, or anything. That's one weed. Broadleaf dock is another one. Burdock is another one. They're weeds. They grow out there. They're excellent for healing wounds. Hi, Cindy. I missed you again, Cindy. I was out at Freedom Corner the last 2 nights. I didn't give anyone any heads up. I was heading out there, though. There's a troll land out there. All the anarchy chuds. Didn't want to give them a reason to show up. Right, he didn't even legalize it, Jerry. Sure, he wants to move it down. And that is the ridiculous of it. There's another medicinal plant. It has great medicinal uses. And it's been a class 1 felony drug. How many thousands of years of prison time have people done for marijuana alone? Jerry was just kicked off the prison property for asking about doing a flag wave. No free speech at that prison. Call the warden. You just talked to a boot jack out there, Jerry. Call the warden. Call the assistant warden. Find out who the owners are. Yes, this weekend is the Ashley Babbitt Freedom March from Freedom Circle at the Capitol all the way out to Freedom Corner on May 27th. I will be there for that also. And I'll see all you fine patriots out there for that. There's another never forget scenario. Never forget what they did. Look and see what they've done since then, which is nothing but talk. and understand where we are at right now, America. We are under attack. We are surrounded. We are taking hundreds of thousands of hits a day. They're after your children, most of all. They're after our women, most of all. They weren't wiped off the map, but they were decimated. They destroyed businesses. How many Walmarts did they destroy, though? How many corporations did they hurt? I would say the percentage is very low, and anyone that they did hurt was a token. CVS. There was a couple CVS's that got vandalized. DC, Milwaukee, Chicago, San Francisco, all over, Portland. All right, ladies, stand up for this one. Thank you, Sylvia. The ladies got to stand up for this one. More than half of all states are suing the Biden admin over Title IX changes favoring transgendered students. Don't let them do this to your daughters, America. And let's not get blindsided on their future activities. They're going to pull a switcheroo with Biden. They're going to have Trump fight Biden, and at the last minute, he's not even going to be the candidate. They're going to cut off our food supplies with a fake pandemic on the poultry, on the cows. They already did that out in Texas with the cows. Oh, that was a beautiful 1962 Cadillac just went by. A convertible with the top down on a rainy day. No way. Somebody was growing weed at the Wisconsin Capitol Tulip Garden. That's how you fight back, America. Love it. Love it. Oh, that is funny, man. Freedom Corner, Patriots. Get with the program, Freedom Corner. We are doing a lot of good out there. All right, I'm back. It's all homegrown. That's right. You can grow your own medicine, man. You just go find it out in the weeds. That's the irony of it all. We're gonna walk into the pearly gates, and we're all gonna say, "Well, I died of this, I died of that," and God's gonna go, "Well, I gave you plants for that. They were growing right out in your backyard. You were putting the, weed killer on them, man." Oh yes, I heard this too. Freedom Corner last night. They were saying that guy's football jersey is the top-selling football jersey now of all time, or of the times right now. All right, I think I got some Freedom Corner notes. Let's go over that. Oh, and one other news item. Did you guys see King Charles's official portrait yet? Unbelievable. Demonic activity all over the place. Painted by a porn portrait artist. The nonsense just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Was painted before he ascended the throne. King Charles, I hope Greg Kelly's not here. I don't want to offend you, Greg, but let's get real about this, man. What's up with King Charles's portrait? It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen, man. I saw a hilarious meme about it, but I couldn't pick it up. That I will share with you later, though. Funny as hell. Jimmy Savile in the official meme portrait of King Charles, man. King Charles' good buddy, Jimmy Savile. How about that, huh? All right, Scott Pressler was invited to by Papa Bear to attend the Born to Ride 45 in Sturgis. Amen. Scott Pressler's out there. He is a workaholic, man. Just going to get rid of these glasses here. Okay, Craig, you're still there, man. All right. I'll share that in a future stream, man. But it is a hilarious meme, man. And I don't know if you've seen where they turned the picture upside down, split it in half, Baphomet right there, man. A lot over there are wondering too. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. That's for sure. Because that's a head scratcher for sure, man. That is a head scratcher. Okay, let's see. Wednesday, Mickey and Nicole were at the weaponization of the government hearing, where Michael Cohen's lawyer was testifying all his lies that was there. And then since that hearing, Cohen claimed that he told Trump that the Stormy Daniels, whatever her real name is, I don't know, we're still calling her Stormy Daniels, that Trump knew about it. And then the defense came up with the phone records from the day that Cohen said that he notified him, and it was not about that at all. He's a blatant liar, proven liar, convicted liar with a porn star, are testifying against an ex-president of the United States. This is an absolute mockery. In our face, America. In our face. It's just more of the same, revealing the wickedness that we are surrounded with. And we got to stand up. We are the people that have to do this, not Trump. That's the message. That is the message. I'm not the real Jericho without my glasses. Okay, we got calls from Tony Mastaduno, Michael Oliveras, David Dempsey. Did a hilarious FJB imitation on Wednesday. I might have covered this stuff with you guys, but on the 16th and the 17th, that was Thursday and Friday, I was out at Freedom Corner, which I like to call God's movie set, because right there, every single Freedom Corner has happened there, all right? And you walk down, I mean, it's a solemn thing, man. You pull up, you park your car, somehow or another, in the middle of D.C., we got good parking there, okay? We got police protection all over the place. I'd call it protection, because really nothing violent has happened there, probably because there's 12 or 15 cops sitting there. It's a great overtime grift for these guys. These guys love this shift. They don't talk to us at all. They don't talk to anybody while they're there. You walk down, you're at a cemetery. There's a cemetery on the right-hand side. There's a brick sidewalk. It's a congressional cemetery. And on the left-hand side, there's a prison. And it's a dead-end road, okay? And right at that dead-end road is where we stand in the heart of the beast and wave flags, pray, and sing songs. Right here is how every Freedom Corner begins. Right here. Every Freedom Corner begins with a prayer. And we got some awesome prayers that have come through there. We got Dwight praying most of the nights. We had Mr. Powell, the father of Michael, or Pollock, Mr. Pollock, the father of Jonathan and Olivia. Both his children are in prison. And they're and Joseph Hutchinson also. Mr. Pollock gave some awesome prayers. I've heard so many good prayers at Freedom Corner, and this is how we begin everything we do, Patriots, with prayer. We bring it to God. We believe in the one true God, the God who created the heavens and the earth. who called light out of the darkness, who called land up from the seas, and he separated the waters above from the waters below. He clothed the land with plants and trees and grasses, all with qualities in every single one of these plants that shows his wisdom, his love, his care. He populated it with every beast of the earth, every fish in the sea, every bird in the sky. And then he took his hands and scooped up some of that earth and formed with his own hands the first man and blew life into his nostrils, blew his own spirit, created that man in his image and blew his spirit into his nostrils, giving birth to mankind. We did not evolve from pond scum. The one true God is who we bring our problems to. The one true God is our protector. He is who we petition with prayer, keeping us on a righteous path. Everything begins with prayer, man. So there we are, God's movie set, praying, waving flags in the heart of the beast, right there in D.C. It's hard to hear people say they don't want to go out and do a flag wave where they live, and they don't want to go out and just hang it out there, you know. There can be trouble that will come your way if you do these things, but God gives you wisdom to see what you're going to do with it. He gives you knowledge to see what you're going to do with it. And right in the scriptures, it says, "My people die from lack of knowledge." So it's a learning problem that we have here, patriots. Things have been hidden from us too. I mean, we're not all just innocent here. We have been the victims of deceit by the enemy. The enemy is the father of lies. He goes about looking for those he can fool, man. But once you got the knowledge, once you got the truth, the wisdom, you must pursue it. You can't just say a prayer and you're going to go to heaven, okay? That's another deceit that's in a lot of the churches right now. You have to follow what God says, and you have to learn where that information is. You know, you got it. It's a whole process, patriots. It's a way. It's a journey. It's a journey. And when you come to that realization that we are fallen, we are sinners. Somebody had to pay that penalty because we sinned against the Holy Spirit. Nobody's innocent from this. Nobody. There was one. There was one man that was innocent from it. And he's the one that paid the price for it. And his blood, God says, his blood atones for all the sins of the world. All of them. There's nothing inadequate with that sacrifice. Once you come to that realization and accept that blood of Christ on your head, you are saved, all right? But now you're supposed to start a new journey, okay? That is when you are born again. When you come to that realization and believe in it and know that it was true, that is the beginning of a whole new life. You are born again and you are on a new journey from that point on. Walk that line. Learn as much as you can. Learning is fun, especially about a God that loves you. And there's so much wonderful beauty in learning about this, about our God. And he's strong enough to protect us, okay? So we're good. We have no fear. We have nothing to fear other than what the enemy goes around trying to get us to fear, okay? And the J6ers are sharing all kinds of great scripture with us and stuff. We're reading through Proverbs with Michael Oliveras. We're up to Proverbs 76 through 78 was last night's reading. So read along with Michael Oliveras. You might know what he's going to be talking about tomorrow because all this is going to be fresh in his mind, you know. We also heard last night from a new guy, new to the pod. His name is Jonathan Joseph Copeland. It took him 10 days to go through intake into the DC Gulag there. So that meant they held him in solitary confinement for 10 days before they brought him into the Patriot Pod. He said he was at his wit's end, man. And then once he got to the pod, the Patriots that were in that pod are so good to the other guys that come in there. They're all in the same boat. They all stood up for us on J6. They used their First Amendment right to petition the government to take a 10-day look at that election, and they couldn't even do that for us. So he was well taken care of. He was overwhelmed on the phone with the other Patriots that are in the same boat with him. He's looking at time. I mean, he's going to have to go. He's waiting for his sentencing, which is coming up in September 16th or something about then, that he said. So he's going to have to languish in the Patriot pod till September, till he gets sentenced, and then from there, who knows where he'll get shipped off to. The 100th guy from Pennsylvania was just arrested. I think I shared that with you already. Jonathan Pollock and Joseph Hutchinson are in the hole. I think I shared that with you already. But yeah, when I'm there at Freedom Corner, I don't take notes. So it's kind of hard to remember everything that goes on. It's so much cool stuff goes on down there. So much, awareness opens up about what's going on with our country. They talk about news. They talk about what's going on in the prison, talking about their court cases. Mickey and Nicole and Tammy attend a lot of the court cases that are there. They share with us what they hear. The atrocious comments coming out of these judges' mouths are just unbelievable. And we call our congresspeople and beg them to go down and monitor what's going on in that courtroom. And it's 3.5 years later, not one has gone to the courthouse. I don't even call it a handful, have come to the gulag to investigate things. I think there's a total of 5 or 6 that have come to the DC jail and actually looked at what was going on there. And it amounted to nothing. We have other people, while we're at Freedom Corner, there's a pathway. We're on the sidewalk where a lot of people come in to visit other people that are in that prison for other reasons. And every once in a while, we get a comment from one of those people that found out that, like, hey, our group is the one that made 1,000 phone calls to that prison when the heating system wasn't working in the middle of the wintertime, and they came and they gave everybody blankets in there. There's been a number of things that we have remedied for the other prisoners in that prison. So we have power when we unite in numbers, and that's what we're all about. That's what the information we're trying to get out there. We don't have to sit around and wait for Congress to do something about this. We can change these things now. The government that we have here is called a constitutional republic, and we have a duty to change the leadership in this country when it's not facilitating the prosperity and liberty of all the people that live here. And it just seems like it takes a long time for people to wake up to that fact, because you have to kind of risk a couple of things to do that. It is all worth the risks, Patriots. It is worth every risk you got to take. It is worth it, because this country is a beautiful country. So many of us have lost loved ones to fentanyl. So many of us have lost ones to medical malpractice. Foreign wars, useless, stupid foreign wars that they keep talking us into, going over on the other side of the world to fight. It's got to end. This government is tyrannical. They are corrupt, and they are just flaunting it in our face at this point, because 95% of America is asleep at the wheel, and all they want to do is, watch TV. So they're distracted by life. There's many distractions that you can get so that you don't pay attention to these things. But any government that's destroying families, facilitating the breakup of families, facilitating children being removed from their parents, facilitating people not to breed, these are all very harmful things to humanity. All right, so I don't know if you can hear that, but there's been some piano music over here on the side. here in this town, they put up a couple of little pianos just out randomly so anybody can walk up and play a piano. There's a little roof over it. There's a kid playing here right now. It's awesome. We can have beautiful cities, Patriots. Lancaster is one of the cities. It just hasn't been totally ruined yet, but we're fighting to keep it now. It's under attack with Drag Queen Story Hour, with the Hamas protesters that are a no-show. The enemy is weak. The enemy is weak, Patriots, and we just cannot be paralyzed with fear when standing up against this enemy. So our hunt for HAMASSHOLES has failed. We have not found any, thank God. I think I'm gonna start heading back to the car. You can walk along with me here. But other than that, I think things are pretty much done. Maybe I'll just show you guys some stuff instead of the head while we're walking here. Come to think of it, I haven't heard one siren. How about that? Patriots, DC sucks. It absolutely sucks down there. We got to put our time, our effort, our money into fighting this battle. And there are many different ways that you can jump in and do that. Some people are gifted with time. Some people are gifted with money. Some people are gifted with kids, with children. Raise up your kids so that they know what's going on, so this doesn't happen to them. Help out with the grandkids.
I'm liking this.
One thing we're realizing with the decision to homeschool is that it's a big job. It's a big job for whoever's going to tackle it. Those people need help. If you have a daughter or a son that has decided to homeschool your kids or homeschool their kids, help them out. If you're an aunt or an uncle and you don't have children, this is where you jump in. Somebody mentioned earlier that they can't have children and that they're worthless. Well, that's not true. If you're an aunt or an uncle, you can help out. You can jump in. You can come up with a class that you're going to teach these kids. You can learn the Bible. You can go to a church. You can be a Sunday school teacher. You can work at the election boards. You can work at school boards. There is 1,000 places you can jump in, Patriots. So there's two other places the HAMASSHOLES could have been protesting. It would have been new if they were at those places, so I'm going to walk past them just to make sure. Right on, Lou. That's how you do it, man. Even just words of encouragement, they go a long way. They're down there every day, putting up with it. It's not for everybody, that's for sure. The Stormtrooper and Sherry right now, they have put up with an awful lot. They are making the best of it, though. Does anybody know a piano tune? Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know how to play the piano, but I am mesmerized by the way those chords sound, the emotion that you get from a chord of music. A minor chord and a major chord. I mean, it's wild. There's definitely a connection, man, between the soul and music. And I know God invented music. And I know that the enemy was very talented at music. That's in the scriptures, man. He was gifted with pipes. I wish I knew how to play the piano. To play the piano, man. Sing us a song, the piano man. That's right, Julius. Nothing to fear, though, man. Sleeper cells are here. Yep. And what Nicole's saying, they might even be working our elections for us. You don't have to be a registered voter to work the elections. Oh, is that what went on in Taiwan? Somebody mentioned that early today, and I didn't hear that yet. Chaos, mass brawl breaks out in Taiwan's parliament as lawmakers fight over legislation. We had a cat fight here in D.C., or there in D.C. 2 days ago or yesterday. Yeah, right. I was thinking the same thing, Jay. Cat fight. Yeah, King David, man, he could, King Saul would go into a rage and King David could calm him down with music. Isn't that wild? And something else I studied was the priests. There was a certain class of priests that were just musicians. And they had these beautiful ceremonies that they would do at the temple in Jerusalem back in, King David's time, that I can't wait to hear them again. I can't wait till we are treated to that. I don't think any of these are edible, Jay. They smell good though. They sure are pretty. So I'd like to show you the $1 million beautification project that they did to our new concrete library. Right here, all these like different colored aluminum bars. That was a masterpiece that they paid a lot of money for. And they bolted them up to the building, the whole, just to beautify Lancaster with that. And I think it keeps people from jumping out of the parking garage, because that happens down here too, man. Sad, very sad. All right, so right up here, we got a bunch of homeless people that they hang out here. I'm not gonna show them to you out of respect for them. It's a problem we got in this country, and it's not pretty, man. It is not pretty. And that's the kind of problems that we should be paying attention to right now. Not what's going on in Ukraine right now. Not what's going on in Israel right now. We got problems here that need to be taken care of. And there's a lot of human suffering that goes on because these problems are not taken care of. Yeah, Colorado, parking garages are ugly. I don't know though. I really like what they've done with the parking garages here in Lancaster. It might be something to look at. There are plenty of parking garages here, so that parking is not a problem. But it costs $5 to park there on a Saturday, which is reasonable. Yeah, Fetterneck standing up for things. I did notice that, J-Joe. He is not towing the Democrat line, that's for sure. Oh my goodness, silly. Socialist member of Chicago City Council thinks the idea of punishing criminals is racist. Calls America a garbage society. Well, that's not what the people in Chicago are standing up saying. That's for sure. All right, Jay, thanks for hanging out with us for a while. I'm gonna check one more spot and walk back to the car. It was such a bustling town here when I got here earlier today, though. Something to see. So many towns I've been through that are just decimated with the way the economy's going right now. Alright, here's the other park. It's downtown. Nobody here. No opposition. Got another one of these pianos. Yep, it works. That sounds like a good idea. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Oh, Crystal, I'm going off here shortly. I'm just walking back to the car. Yeah, go for it. More the merrier, right? Right on, Crystal. Crystal Sanderson going live. Check her out. Best music on YouTube, that's for sure. Amen, Sylvia. Your letters really do mean so much to the J6ers. Please, please, pick a Patriot and write to them. Patriot Mail Project. Every state in the country has J6ers. There you go, Crystal Sanderson, another patriot, another believer, another daughter of Christ in the family. Sub to her channel, give her some love. Crystal does a great digest of all the live streamers that are out there. I found several live streamers through your channel, Crystal. It's a great service that you're doing there. 1,000 places you can jump into this battle, Patriots. Crystal Sanderson found one of them and jumped in. A long time ago, too, sweetheart. Just found this house earlier today. That is a cool house. Yeah, I don't know what that facade is. It's serpentine or something. Looks like it's getting a little bit of erosion up here. But just the dormers, you got these cool dormers up here, the chimney out back, the big build out here, the nice porch here, and then having brick on the sides with the serpentine, I think, on the front with the cornerstones. Man, that's unusual. And I don't know if you can see, but out front here they got these iron posts. Those are steel or twisted iron, man. Way back in the day. Yeah, sub to Jerry. Jerry's got a channel going on. Sounds like she's going to try to get a vigil going on too, where Stuart Rhodes is incarcerated at in Maryland. That would be fantastic if that were to happen. And apparently she got chased off. I don't know if she live streamed that, man. Yeah, twisted iron like that is it's not cheap. You don't go to Home Depot and buy those things. Bonnie says, wow, there's some old homes, some homes in Cleveland with those old posts. All these cities got some beautiful stuff. All right, Carol, we're about ready to wrap it up. Just looking for a nice parting shot. We have so many beautiful cities across this land that we're on the verge of losing them. We have an enemy that wants to kill us and wants to do away with us. They hate us. They hate our families, they hate our children, they hate our belief in God. And we got to stand up and fight against it. They hate our country. They want us to lose our freedom. We have to rise up against this, patriots. So thanks for riding along with me today, hunting down HAMASSHOLES. Kind of happy we didn't find any here today. I'll investigate and see what they're doing. Don't want them here. We will stand up against them. They are weak. They are meaningless. And they are totally distracted on what the real issues are in this country. The Patriot, we have a beautiful country. Let's stand up and fight for it. God bless you all. We'll see you out there in the live streams from Freedom Corner, where we will continue the battle every day. Every day is a victory. Every night of rest is another victory. Wake up, do it all over again. We are strong. We are able, patriots. God bless you all. This is Jericho, over and out.